Hey guys, welcome to Backyard Beer Brothers. My name's Rory Doherty, and in today's episode we've got another beer from One Drop Brewing Co. And it's this one right here, which is called the Pelvis Nitro. Now, it wouldn't be Backyard Beer Brothers unless we were drinking something a little bit on the weird side. So this is a Nitro Imperial Pastry Stout with peanut butter, maple bacon, banana pancake, vanilla and chocolate. So super keen to get into this one. Bear with me, I've just got to follow the instructions. So it just says give it a couple of flips, let it rest for 5 seconds, pour straight down. So today it was actually looking as though it was going to be a little overcast, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to get out in the shed and have a more winter style beer. Unfortunately the sun came out for a little while, and throughout the day it's just been heating up, and bam, she is super hot in here. Alright. Says give it open, pour vertically, and then let it sit, bam, and do its thing. Oh, she's looking good. Man, that's what you want to see with these style of beers. Well, while we're letting it sit, let's have a little talk about the beer. It comes in 440 mils. It is 10.2% ABV. Works out to be 3.2 standard drinks. And as of today, the Untapped score was 4.06. So doing really well. And the back of the can says, introducing the Pelvis. It's taking care of business. And by business, we mean lots of adjuncts and lactose. Hip shaking, huge... and indulgent Nitro Imperial Stout with over 8 types of specialty malts, an extended boil, and a double dose of all that good stuff. And by good stuff, we mean peanut butter, maple bacon, banana pancakes, and a good kiss of chocolate vanilla beans. This thing's the ambitious V8 engine to a lonely stout's dream. Pouring nitro thick and creamy with a dark mocha head. The pelvis, the pelvis invites you to a whole new world of decadence. That is all. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Man, but it is looking good. It does have like a tan mocha head to it. It is pretty dark. Light over there. Can't see anything coming through. Right around the edge, you got a tiny bit of, I suppose, lighter brown. But she is looking thick. Smell... there's definite chocolate and banana notes coming through on there for sure. There's also like the toasted malts coming through a little bit, sort of reminiscent of coffee as well. But it is banana and chocolate for sure. I think almost all of the last beers that I've had from these guys have been sort of banana dominant. Maybe they've got that flavour down packed and they're just slowly building on it. But regardless, I'm keen to get into it. It looks good, smells good, but it's all about the taste. So cheers, 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 let's go. Wow. It is sweet. It is hella sweet. It is way sweeter than I thought it was going to be. But as far as flavour is concerned, well, wonder what's on the shed. It does have like a banana milkshake or like banana ice cream flavour to it. I suppose you could almost say there's like a little tiny hint of peanut butter in there. Maybe like it is heavy sweet. Maybe it's the maple baconicity coming through on there. Vanilla, yeah. Chocolate, yeah. Banana pancake, but it's just like so sweet, so sweet. But the other good news, the Nitro, of course, gives it a much fuller body. Oh, there we go. Second mouthful, sweetness is dialed way down. That sort of what is it, like the toasted malt, those coffee bitter notes They're coming through a bit more. That mouthful right there was amazing. It's a good thing I like banana, because otherwise this would be atrocious. That's like, I was talking to a couple of people, like not so long ago. It was sort of about, Backyard Beer Brothers, asking me how it's going. I was talking to people at work about it. We had this, I can't remember what it was. I think it was like our safety team was running this thing about, having extracurricular activities or things outside of work can help you as far as mental health is concerned, etc., etc. So I asked people who do things outside of work to sit on this panel. So I did that, and I spoke about Backyard Beer Brothers. And recently I was talking to a couple of people, and they're like, "Oh man, you're doing many episodes," and this was sort of like a couple of weeks ago, and at that point I hadn't done one for quite a while. And I was just saying, it's hard to juggle time, I got work Monday to Friday. I used to do reviews after work on Monday and Friday, just because those are the days I'm working from home. But of course, in the afternoon, you sort of just want to kick back and have a bit of a break after work, and then pick up our son from daycare. It's kind of all on. He's one, he likes our attention, but two, it's also cool playing games with him, etc. And one of my workmates just said, "Well, what about the weekend?" And I was like, "Oh man, the weekend's usually pretty action packed, and it's hard just to go, oh sweet, time out, I'm just going to go out and review some beers." And then straight away they said something, and it made me sort of think for a little bit. They said, "Why don't you just do beer reviews when you wake up in the morning before you have breakfast?" And for a second there I was like, yeah, hang on, why am I not drinking a beer and doing a review in the morning before breakfast? That sounds like the perfect opportunity, Our son usually yells out if he can come and jump into our bed, and if it's after 5:30, we allow him to jump in, and we just sort of sit and talk and play games, etc. And I was thinking, man, I could just get up then and just do a review. Look at this beer. It's 10.2%, 3.2 standard drinks, just straight out of bed. Oh, big stretch. I'll wipe this across out of my eye. I already have this set up, so just straight to the fridge, get the beer out, straight out here. Welcome to Backyard Beer Brothers. 3.2 standard drinks, and then walk in and have breakfast and have a full day of work. Oh man, the breakfast beers. It's been a long time since I've hit the piss hard in the morning. I think the last time was, I don't know what number UFC it was, but it was when Israel Adesanya fought Robert Whittaker in Melbourne. I can't even remember what time we had to be at Melbourne Stadium for the prelims. It was some crazy early morning, so in order to get there on time, it was me and my mate JD, we were going. I went over to JD's place the night before, kicked back, had a couple of drinks, played some games. I was like, yo, we got to get up early tomorrow so we can go to the event. I feel like the prelims might have kicked off at 7 a.m, 7:30, something like that. So we wake up, and then it's just dude, we're going to get on that level. I'm pretty sure we started our day with Jaeger bombs. And just, dude, I don't drink Jaeger bombs anyway, but it was just, was thinking, hey, I'm going to have to get that caffeine hit in the morning. Do I want to wake up to espresso martinis? I can't be bothered making all that. What's the next best thing? Something with energy drinks. What's the main drink with energy drink? Jaeger bomb. So yeah, and that day, peaked real early. I was like, man, this is fucking awesome. Why don't I drink in the morning all the time? And then just took this massive nosedive. Yeah, by the time the UFC was done, and I'm talking mid-afternoon, I was done more than the UFC was. And then just had to catch Uber home, straight into bed. We're good. But how did that come? Oh yeah, doing beers reviews in the morning. Yeah, bad idea. I wouldn't be doing that. Whoa. This is too sweet. Way too sweet. that second mouthful I had, but I think I just talked for a little bit too much then. The palate got to reset, and because of the sweetness hit me again. But now one of the other reasons why I decided to kick on with drinking this instead of the sours that I've been doing is we had this pretty awesome craft beer store in Werribee called Old Habits. An awesome place, like it's been there for a few years now. And unfortunately, they've decided that they're going to shut down. So this weekend was their last weekend trading, so decided to go in and sort of support them on the Saturday just been. And it was awesome, man. It was like packed out, heaps of people there, super good vibes. And of course, kicked off, started it, actually had a sour beer from One Drop. And then just thought, oh, you know, I may as well just spread myself across. They got multiple fridges. Let's try a couple of other ones. So I had this, what is it? Double New England IPA from Coke and Spiriters Brewery here, which is located here in Victoria. And just as soon as I had it, I was like, damn. It's been so long just drinking sours after sours after sours after sours. And then in between the sours would just be like regular low tier beers. And I was like, damn, this like tastes delicious. So then, yeah, after that, I can't even remember what I had after that. But there were like a couple of other non-sour beers after that were amazing. So I was like, oh man, next review that I do, got to do something that's not a sour. But, alright, hang on, let's just... It's too sweet. It's the sweetest drink I've had in a long time. Like, it's beyond. If you got like a mad sweet tooth, the person who likes this will have a banana and chocolate milkshake. And if you like that, then this is sort of on that level. Like it's too much. It's definitely too much. So, what would I give it? Let's go to the questions. Number one, would I buy it again? Nah, there's no way I'm going to buy this again. Even if I saw it on tap, wouldn't buy it. It's just not something I want to go back to. Would it be scullable? Yeah, it'd be scullable. And I think that sweetness would make it easier to scull. But what would I give it out of 10? Oh, no. I think maybe like a 6.5. It's too sweet. It's got some of those notes that you would expect to get from a stout, but it is just too far beyond. The other thing that I suppose it does have going for it is the fact that it is 10.2%, and they've been able to mask that really well with the flavours they've got in there. Maybe I'd give it a 7. Yeah, I'd give it a 7, but there's definitely things I like about it, but just how sweet it is, I do not like that. 7 out of 10. Let's go 6.5. Because I really don't like the sweetness. I was trying to like G it up a little bit, but no. 6.5, it's above average for sure. They've got a couple of things right, but it's just not something that I like. So with that being said, got the score, 6.5. Got the beer, it's done and dusted. So it looks like that's the end of the episode. So if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and as always, I hope you have a good one. Cheers.